See? Take the Shutter, for example.
The National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Titans and the Silver and Black. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Just west of the world-famous Las Vegas Strip, we're at the site of Super Bowl 58, Allegiant Stadium, here in Las Vegas. So good to have you with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson here in the booth. Partner, these are a couple of teams that struggled a year ago, finished out of the playoffs. They were under 500, but that's what you love about the NFL. A new season brings renewed optimism.
Absolutely, and really, Mike, a lot of new faces at critical places. I mean, there is a lot of new pieces to the puzzle here, both coaching staff and the roster of players. They believe last year is over. They do not think there is any correlation between the squad they're planning to put on the field today and that one that we saw really go through some growing pains and struggles just a year ago.
The kicker, Daniel Carlson, has this one teed up. And off we go from Vegas. On the return, here's Tajay Spears. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the veteran from Oklahoma State. It's Mason Rudolph.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle. They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. Even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That caught Tony Pollard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Here's Rudolph. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Max Crosby, motor always running, gets there for the sack.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Rudolph looking to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on 2nd down. That big chunk brings them from 2nd and long to now at least 3rd and manageable.
To throw is Rudolph. Back to the sideline and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And he's going to give his offense a short field to work with as they look for their first points of the game.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Raiders offense set to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their quarterback, drafted back in 2019 out of Washington State. It's Gardner Minshew.
Don't let this guy's laid-back personality fool you, Mike. He is a tremendous presence to have in your quarterback room. Not only does he have the ability to manage the game at a high level, but your team has a legitimate chance to beat anyone in the league whenever he's under center. Now, I don't know if I'd classify him as a long-term solution, but he's certainly someone every franchise they would love to have.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Minshew. Now he'll run. And he's in. Gardner Minshew. Touchdown Raiders. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Daniel Carlson on to attempt the extra point. The kick is good, and the Raiders will take a 7-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Spears now to return it. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Titans offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Well, a really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
Rudolph connecting with his tight end, Okonkwo. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side with Pollard. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Back to throw is Rudolph. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
So on 4th down, the Titans turn it over to Ryan Stonehouse to punt. Back gate for the Raiders, it's Trey Tucker. And no chance to down this one. He carries deep into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by Madison. And he'll get forward for Hooker. Amani Hooker there on the tackle. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, here's Minshew. That's caught. It's the tight end, Brock Bowers.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Now it's the veteran, Amir Abdullah. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The linebacker, Jerome Baker, there to make the play. 2nd down and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. Gonna get that complete. Jacoby Myers. He's to the 15. And he will go all the way. Jacoby Myers. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Carlson now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Raiders will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Spears now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Titans offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Pollard to start this drive. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down. Like, living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He's on to punt for the 2nd time in this opening quarter. The Raiders offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Marshall is on the move. They'll run Abdullah. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30. So after one, 14-0 is our score. And we're back in Vegas after this.
In the meantime, I want to take down these stars at the Star Lodge. In my astronomy club, we pick uncharted stars and name them. That brings the Romulus High. Stadium.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up first and 10. The shotgun, a throw for Minshew. To the right side, hauled in by Myers. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
That's 13 more on that play, and quickly, another first down.
Mike, you know the best time to pick up first downs is? On first downs. Don't wait for third down. We see it here. 3 plays in a row, 3 first downs on chunk plays, and this offense is rolling.
They'll stick with Madison. He'll get this down to the 44, but that's about it. Again, it's Madison. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. Third down, 3 to go. He'll try and throw with Minshew. He's got the tight end there.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll go. It's Madison. And he's going to have a Raiders first down. Quite a call there. They go for it on 4th and inches, and it's a gain of 5.
This play should always end up converting a 4th down, especially at this distance. But you can't tell me there weren't some nerves on that sideline as they sent that play in to snap it. But fortunately, nothing to worry about. The offense gets it done.
He runs with it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
On the ground, Abdullah. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
On first down, a run with Madison. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. On the give, this is Madison. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, that's it. To the air on 3rd down, it's Minshew. He is in. Gardner Minshew. Touchdown, Vegas. This This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. Spears now to return it. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. The drive starts. It's a carry by Pollard. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. Again, it's Pollard. Pollard, first down and more. A big run. They finally get to him and bring him down. It's a big one for Tennessee. A pickup of 44 yards. Two minutes remain here in this first half. We'll return to Las Vegas after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. Now Rudolph. That one complete. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be taken down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Throwing, Rudolph. It is brought in the end zone. Nick Westbrook-Akine. Touchdown, Titans.
Well, after being shut out in the first half, it has to feel good for this offense, Mike, to just get on the board, get something going. But now the question we have to ask is there enough time to come all the way back?
Yeah, just some belief, right, Greg? Just let's watch these guys on the next few drives. Did that give them a little belief that they can stay in this game? Best way to start with that score. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Titans get back in it. It is 21-7. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Here comes Amir Abdullah on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense and Jacoby Myers set for their next drive. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Finding Terrace Marshall for the completion. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
In motion is Myers. On first down, here's Minshew. That's to the right side and caught by Bowers. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Back is Minshew. He'll go right back to Bowers. He's got it again. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand because
nowhere to go. He is taken down. Now timeout Vegas. That is their second, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime. On play action, here's Minshew. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Trying to get it to his tight end, Brock Bowers. Now it's going to be third down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll run here with Madison. That is not going to work at all. He'll manage to only get back to the line of scrimmage. Very short of the first down. Fourth down coming up. The Raiders send their punt team out. Jaquan Jackson is back deep for Tennessee. Too much leg there. That one's into the end zone for a touchback. Tight end going in motion here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So we reach halftime here in Vegas, and the Raiders are in the lead. As we send you to Orlando, we'll check in with the coach. Jonathan Coachman has the EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Michael, thanks very much. And with that, we welcome you all into our EA Sports studios. This is the halftime report. The Raiders got a strong first-half performance out of their quarterback, Gardner Minshew. He accounted for 3 touchdowns in that first half. 1 in the air, 2 more on the ground. And he's been electrifying to this point. The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. On the return is Dylan Laube. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Raiders offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. Taking off.
That play had sack written all over it, so that's a great job by the quarterback, not only escaping the initial pressure, even though he doesn't gain a whole lot, he's able to pick up some positive yards for what looked like a disaster in the start.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Minshew. He's going to let one go, looking for Myers. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big-time play for Vegas. 45 yards.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Minshew going to look to throw. Here's a shot toward the end zone. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on.
No chance at all. He'll go down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Throwing is Minshew. Here's a screen set up for Madison. On 4th down, on comes Daniel Carlson for the Raiders field goal. This one from 41 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And the Raiders have run out to a 24-7 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Titans offense ready for their first possession of this 2nd half. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. It is caught. It is Westbrook-Ikine. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
From the gun, they'll give it. It's Pollard. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
And he continues to carry the ball well. Another nice one here. But as they find themselves continuing to trail here in the 2nd half, the opposing team's defense is not really concerned about the run game. They need to find a way to use the pass to get the lead and then go back to this run game to close the game out.
Rudolph looking to throw. Catch made. That's Boyd. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they give it to Pollard. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That is caught, back corner of the end zone. Tyler Boyd, touchdown Tennessee.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
Folk now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Titans back within 10. It's now 24-14. After the touchdown, out is Folk to kick this one away. Abdullah now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The home team's offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And you see the numbers for him into this third quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open and electric throughout. They'll start on the ground, and here's Madison. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. Here's a run with Abdullah. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Now Madison. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. To throw, Minshew. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Minshew. They'll try to hit him with a screen. And he will not quite get to the marker. Good job there defensively. And now, decision time. What are you going to do on 4th down?
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the 1st down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20. Tony Pollard heading out with the rest of his Tennessee teammates for their next drop. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. This one pulled in by Westbrook-Akine. And a good one here. He'll be marked down up past the 25-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
1st and 10, and they give it to Pollard. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? They know that play was coming, because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here's a 2nd and 12. To throw is Rudolph. Open man, he's got Boyd. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
So the longer that play progressed, the more difficult it is to cover that crossing route. So what's the key? It starts with pass protection. Give the quarterback time to stay with his receiver and not be forced to check that ball down.
A pair of 1st downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Up the middle, here comes Pollard. And he'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So we are through 3. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw is Rudolph. He'll look middle here, caught by Boyd. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the 2nd half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
Running here, it's Pollard. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. That's to the sideline where he finds Boyd.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
To the right side they go, and here comes Pollard. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Here's Rudolph. He'll look for Pollard out of the backfield. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
Anytime you have a running back like this, it's more about just how many ways can you get the ball in his hand. He's had a great game today so far on the ground. Now they're starting to find ways to get him the ball through the air, and that is a handful for any defense.
They can still get a 1st down at the 1. 1st and 10, they go from the 11. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that. This is a guy that we're used to seeing make a lot of his plays in the back end, Mike, kind of patrolling that center field safety position, but this time he recognized that play up at the line of scrimmage, and he blows it up for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And he will score! Game on! Tyler Boyd, touchdown Titans. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Now, Folk, on for the extra point. The kick is good. Important extra point. The difference is just 3, a field goal here in the fourth quarter. So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. Abdullah now to return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Minshew. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
They just have to be better on first down. They've got to find a way to continue to operate ahead of the sticks, and I don't mind throwing it on first down. That is the best down in football to attempt to pass, but if they don't protect the passer, none of it's going to matter.
They'll run up the middle. It's Madison. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
That's a short one, caught by Bowers. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the first down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Titans offense and Mason Rudolph heading out onto the field. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end, Okonkwo, is in motion. Throwing, Rudolph. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now Rudolph. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings brings up a really big third down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have fourth down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
A throw right side, taken in by Boyd. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
He's got his man. That's Boyd. And he's going to have a Titans first down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. Rudolph. That's deep, looking for Boyd. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here we go. First and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his fourth touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Lowby now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Vegas offense ready to get rolling again. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Play action now with Minshew. He'll air it out down the middle. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the 1st down. A big play in the game now. 3rd down and 1. They'll try and throw with Minshew. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8. Working out of the gun, it's Minshew. They'll look underneath here to Madison. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Here's second down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. The game hanging in the balance and a critical third down. To the air once more is Minshew. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. So this one, a win for the visiting Titans. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long, everyone.
Singer right there, Jimmy over here, and was hiding through the country. And it's out on the next high school. I think we ran. Yeah, he asked me if we could get called back a few times, bring him down here, and have fun.
Hey, York. Another straight exercise of the quads. Might help you with your first step. Relax. Just try to be helpful. You've never been away with it before? You might as well be friends if we're going to have the same team as you next year.
Leave the money alone, do it. Honestly, man, it's not doing anything. It's just working out, that's all.
I'm 22. I took some time off after high school. I traveled and worked a little bit unusual. It's a little loud in here, isn't it? What do you think? I take you over to Malone to buy you a little dinner? I don't think so. All right.
Did you see the intro anywhere?
Something like 5 minutes ago. So what's your major? So you're going to be part of the paper? Yeah, smart. Oh, that's great. I think it's great that they're letting girls from the Notre Dame this year. Finally. Hey, Jimmy, I love your picture on the front line. Mary McDonald, Jimmy O'Leary. Hi, baby. Nice to meet you. You two know each other. We were working out together in the weight room yesterday. Jamie is our freshman halfback.
Who rushed for 3,000 yards his senior year at Wilkes-Barre High School, was named Pennsylvania Player of the Year twice, and about his freshman year because of an Achilles tendon tear, which explains why he's in here the night before the game.
How'd you know all that?
I'm the world's biggest Notre Dame football fan.
It's funny, I thought so much about it. I'm supposed to meet my brother and his wife in the corner of the dinner. Would you, like to join us?
Sure.
All right, bye.
Or underage 5 who will over time become a walking time bomb in terms of a potential outbreak. 3 other states, California, Oregon,